Hello guys, my name is Khaled and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be doing a hover effect button on Figma, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So first things first, we need to open a new design file. Whenever we open a new design file, you can go ahead and create a new frame. It doesn't really matter for the tutorial purpose, so I'll go ahead and create a desktop frame. Go ahead and go into the text, type whatever you want to call your button. I'm just type here button for the tutorial's sake. And I think Inter is a good font, so I'll keep it. I go ahead and add an auto layout. You can go ahead and click on Shift A to add an auto layout, or just right click on it and go and add auto layout. What this does is it's added in a box and it centers it depending on how you layout it. I'll go ahead and type 24 pixels right and left. 10 pixels is fine, but I'll go ahead and type 8. And as you can see now, we have our button centered. We have our paddings. Go ahead and add some fill. Since this is the inactive button, I'll go ahead and make it just some silverish color. Something like this. Maybe a bit. Something like this. Go ahead and go add some border, some corner radiuses. I usually like to add 4. Fixed, but I think this is good. So this is the standard button that we created, guys. And next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go and create a component. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can go ahead and click on this icon up here, or Control-Alt-K. Or you can go ahead and right click and create component. Gonna go ahead and create the component for you. As you can see now, we have some pink strokes around it. This indicates this is a component. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and go to the properties. This properties tab appears after we've made a component out of it, otherwise you cannot see it. So make the component, go to properties and click on variant. Now we are creating here a new property for it. We're gonna call it, it's gonna be a variant. And then we click on the plus icon here. And then now we have two versions of the button. They look identical right now, but we're gonna change. Now something I really like to do is I go ahead and click on the first button, double click, and then maybe call it hover off. And then here I'm gonna call it hover on. Now this way it indicates which one is off and which one is on. Let's go ahead and add some linear stroke. Gonna go ahead, I'm actually gonna add it here. Gonna go add this and then maybe something like that. This looks good. Okay, this is good. Let's see now. So next step is we go ahead and go to prototype, and then we put interactions, and then when you click on the plus icon here, you can see this subbar appears, and you can go ahead and click on while hovering because we want this to be an hover effect. And then navigate to, we go ahead and click on change. Because we have hover on and hover off, we have two properties. Now we go ahead and click on change on. And this, as you can see here, this pink box appeared. It's telling us that we have a hover effect over it. But we want to go ahead and do smart animate, easy in out, 300 milliseconds is good. So this is our buttons. This is our hover effect. Now if you go ahead and go to assets, and the first asset that you see here, local component desktop, you can go ahead and drag it. And if I drag this here and I go ahead and let's say put it next to it and go ahead and click play, as you can see now, let it load. I'm gonna zoom in a bit. If I hover over it, we get this amazing effect that we were actually looking for. So this way you can do a hover button and you can be really creative with it. You can add shadows, you can add different gradient, linear, gradients. So yeah. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in my next tutorial. Bye bye.